Hello and good day, Dr. Tan Chong Eng. Welcome to our TMF 1254 Communication and Computer Network G1 CS project presentation. We are from Group 4, me, Venorica Sunsao Chin, with matric number 81434, alongside my fellow group members for this project, NGAWANG DORJE Chong Yen Hung 80367, IBNU AMEERUL bin Abdul Halim 78038, Lao HIEN 79822 will be presenting our course project. In this presentation, we will be discussing our computer network solution for XYZ organization, the locations of our file servers, network protection strategies, and access control strategy for Facebook.
So in this project, we are required to design a practical real-world network implementation for an office environment with specific usage requirements. To build a computer network for a company, a few important things are to be considered. The network must have a high performance as well as having a low setting up cost. In this project, a network is required to be formed from 3 different offices, which are from Office A, Office B, and Office C respectively, as you can see on the slide. These 3 offices are located relatively close to each other.
This is our network diagram for organization XYZ. As you can see, the internet gateway is connected to a modem located at Office C. Star topology is used in this situation because it's easy to add or remove computers from the network without disruption. Star topology is also cheaper and easier to install compared to mesh and ring topologies. In this case, Office C is the hub and Office A and B is the client. This greatly improves the reliability of the network, since even if one client is down, the system still works. For Office A, the router integrated with the firewall is connected to 2 printers and a switch, which is connected to an access point and 20 PCs. For Office B, the router integrated with the firewall is connected to a printer and a switch, which is connected to an access point and 15 PCs. For Office C, the router integrated with the firewalls is connected to a file server, a web server, a printer, and a switch, which is connected to the access point and 16 PCs. These are the network components indicated. The router used is TP-Link Archer C1200 with a price of 269 ringgits. This is a wireless dual band gigabit router which provides frequency of 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz. The dual band router signal can avoid interference from other electronic devices such as microwaves and Bluetooth devices that may even cause disconnection. The 5 GHz band delivers a Wi-Fi speed of 867 megabit per second that is qualified for the expected requirement of 500 megabit per second. Network security features and firewalls is included in this router. The modem is used is Netgear cable modem DOCSIS 3.0 CM700 with a price of 494.25 ringgit. This modem uses DOCSIS 3.0, which is a much cheaper choice than DOCSIS 3.1. The cable modem is used because it supports a faster internet connection than a DSL modem. This modem provides a maximum theoretical speed up to 800 megabit per second, which is a satisfactory speed for downloading and uploading large files for office usage. The cable used is UTP Cat5e, and it supports up to 1000 megabit per second network. UTP cables are less expensive compared to the other types of LAN cabling. Also, UTP cables is the fastest copper-based media available on the market. The access point is used is TP-Link AC 1200 Wi-Fi range extended RE305 with a price of 157.65 ringgit. The access point can improve the Wi-Fi coverage within a large area. The second signal transmitted by the access point is needed. It's so that the receiver can receive a Wi-Fi signal when the original Wi-Fi signal is too weak. Moreover, this access point operates on both the 2.4 GHz band and the 5 GHz band. That's all for me.
Hello, my name is HIEN and I'm going to introduce the network component. The DX DORJE Power contains a multi-core protector which allows to run video machine. This power is good coverage drive which can support a maximum coverage capacity for up to 32 terabits. In practical, a single 4 terabit will sufficient for consuming and video for a small company. For this reason, 32 terabit coverage could be more than enough for the user of small organization. Next, I want to introduce the NetJGX316 and NetJGX324. Both of these grids are unmanaged grids and they have a lower price compared to the managed grids. Next, the reason that I want to introduce these two grids because the number of ports of GX324 and GX316 are different. Due to the number of employees is different for each office, we decided that the GX324 is for Office A and GX316 is for Office B and C. With this difference, we are able to take more cost as the price of GX316 is more cheaper compared to GX324. Next, this grid also can support out to 2 gigabit per second of bandwidth per port, which is sufficient to fill the expectation of requirement, which is 500 megabits per second. Next, I want to introduce the web server. This web server is installed with a powerful processor, which are E59690. This web server can do efficient and dependable operation on performing various tasks. At the same time, this web server has a local core of 14 and then run out to 5 GHz. Besides that, this web server also can install out to 32 bits of RAM and it is more than enough for running a website. Next, I want to introduce the technology for inter-building connection. In our connection, we want to connect 3 buildings with Ethernet cable. However, the range limit of Ethernet cable is only 100 meters and the distance between the buildings is already more than 100 meters. Therefore, the repeater is needed for us to do the inter-building connection. The UDP7202R is a repeater that can record 100 megabits per second Ethernet signal for an extra 100 meters further. With this repeater, the limitation of Ethernet cable is extended to 200 meters. And let's introduce the other feature of the device. This device has 2 output ports and it can connect to 2 objects with only 1 device. Because this device is also fully coupled with IEEE S02.3 AFSCPT protocol, and it means that it can fully compatible with the other device we use. That is, the IP67 waterproof can also provide the device from the other environment like raining, sunlight, and gone. Thank you.
In task 2, we are required to suggest and explain where should the file server and the web server be located and how to ensure optimum performance of both servers in serving their functions. So we have decided to place both servers at Office C. Since Office C has mostly wired connection where transmission of data is faster, the file server and the web server will be placed in Office C to allow faster file transfer from source to destination. Another reason why we place the file server and the web server at Office C is because Office C is well protected by Firewall. So this Firewall will act as protector, which will protect the file server and the web server from hackers and intruders. To further enhance the performance of the file server, the computer chosen for the file server needs to have powerful processor, large amount of RAM and storage, as well as additional expansion slots for extra cards. As for the web server, the website's files can be stored in single dedicated web server, since dedicated web server is always available and connected to the internet.
Hello, I am VENORICA and I will be in charge of presenting the network protection strategies and the access control strategy for Facebook. Let's go through the network protection strategies first. The first network protection strategy is by installing a firewall. Firewalls are used to protect the computers from unauthorized access, and it can alert the company of any intrusion attempts. Firewalls will only allow traffic from defined sources while restricting those that are undefined. The next network protection strategy is by creating a virtual private network, also known as a VPN. A VPN creates a secure connection between the user and the internet by providing an encryption key. This encryption key can hide online data traffic and shields it from outsiders to view unencrypted data. Furthermore, the other network protection strategy is updating the passwords frequently. The employee should be reminded to use complex passwords in their company's accounts that contains at least 8 characters with numbers, upper and lowercase alphabets, and computer characters. Not only that, the two-factor authentication, also known as 2FA, should be implemented to further secure the overall network of the organization. Lastly, the network protection strategy is as simple as training the employees. The employees should be trained to lock or shut down whenever they leave their desks and computers to break the connection that has been established by the hackers. The employees should also constantly back up computer files so that it can compensate in case of any data breach or data losses. Here, I will discuss the access control strategies for Facebook. The first access control strategy for Facebook is by implementing a social media policy within the organization. The authorized employees should be informed that they should not expect any privacy when using the internet in the office. The employees should be aware of social media ethics as it could affect the company's overall image. The next access control strategy for Facebook is internet filtering. Internet filtering is basically a security measure that prevents a computer or a device from accessing specific websites. It basically acts as a parental control in the office. There are a few options for internet filtering. The first one is network monitoring software, which can provide insight over all the devices connected to the network, and router filtering. Last but not least, access control strategy for Facebook is actually using a domain name system, DNS. DNS can restrict unauthorized employees from going on Facebook by blocking their IP address. If an unauthorized employee tries to access Facebook, they will be directed to a local IP address that shows a block page on why it cannot be accessed using the network.
From this project, a network diagram has been designed which comprises of 3 different offices, Office A, Office B, and Office C respectively. The network built from these 3 different offices emphasizes on the cost effectiveness and performance of the network itself. This is done by considering the network topology, type of transmission media and network components used, type of connections, and the level of security of the network. The location of the file server and the web server has been decided based on the most optimal performance in which both the servers can achieve, which is in Office C. The security of the network is also enhanced by installing several firewalls, virtual private network (VPN), constant changing of computers' passwords, as well as training the employees to practice security measures. Several access control strategies in manipulating the access of Facebook application during office hours are to be implemented, such as the implementation of social media policy, internet filtering, and using domain name system (DNS) to meet the requirement of the organization. That's all from our group. Thank you.